Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Anoa here. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. Before I start to say anything more about this tutorial, I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody who has had the time and patience for me. I know I've not been uploading lately, but I pray that time should really give me some space or chance for me to upload more, right? So thank you so much for your time. Now today's tutorial has few materials. Now right in front of me is this starlight yarn that I'll be using. It's about 3 millimeters. The thickness is 3 millimeters, and it's 100% polypropylene. So this is about 200 grams as well, and the color is white. And then the hook here is 1.90 millimeter hook, and then also my pair of scissors, my lighter, and then my strength. That's all for that's all the materials for this tutorial. Now as you can see, I've already started something. Now this tutorial is not a beginner friendly, it's an advanced way of starting a simple tote bag. Yeah, so I've already started with some rows here. I increased till 15. So the rows for increase was about up to 15, and then I stopped the increase on the 15th row, and I decided to continue or start the bag. So when I started the bag, as you can see, it's already curving because I stopped increasing. Yes, so let's go ahead. If you understand, I think those who are more advanced would understand what I'm trying to say. Sorry if you're beginner friendly. Sorry if you're a beginner and you don't know how to start this. I'm going to put a link in the description box so that you would get to understand what I mean, or how I started this, how I started the base. Okay, so I would continue this tutorial, from wherever I started from. So let's continue. And also I would like to add that the stitch is double crochet. In American term, I'm using the American term double crochet, and the UK term is single crochet. All right, so let's get into the video. This is a simple double crochet tote bag with no other stitch, so I'm using double crochet right from the beginning to the end, right until I attach the handles, and then that'll be also, it's a very, very simple bag that everybody can do. So like I said, I'm going to add a link to the description for you to know how I started the base, and then you can continue from here. Okay, so when you have to stop increasing, you don't have to double up the sides. So when you start to increase, you know what I'm talking about. If you're an advanced learner in crochet, when you begin to decrease, stop increasing, you realize that the base of the base is going to stop increasing, and you see that the ends, or the edges will start to curl, will start to fold, and then it will begin to make the bag or your prescribed project, any kind of project you want to do. So this is the way to go. And in fact, I'd like to say that just be careful with, for instance, if you are doing this and you have maybe paused for say 2 days, 3 days, or even a day, never change your pin or your hook, because the tension might change. Okay, or the size of the bag might change, and it wouldn't look the way you want. Yeah, so I'm using this hook right from the beginning till the end, unless you have a specific kind of style you want, then you can change the hooks. So this is 1.90. I'll be using this hook from the beginning till the end, and there's no increase until I'm done. Yeah, so when I stopped the increase, this is the third row for the beginning of the bag. Okay, this is the third row when I from where I stopped the increase. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so let's continue. Now this bag can be it's a general, you know, fashion bag. What do I mean by that? You can take it to the beach, you can take it to your office, depending on how you style it. You can take it to almost everywhere. You know, sometimes I have similar ones that I take to church. You know, depending on how the kind of clothes you would you know, match with it. It looks so pretty. It's a very simple bag that everybody can do. So I'm going to close the third row and make it 2 chains up, because this is a double crochet, and then make another double crochet right from the very same chain. Then I continue. So this is the fourth row from where I stopped the increase. So we continue with the bag. It's that simple. Very, very simple and easy way. The only difference is that it takes time, but if you are passionate about making crochets, I think you understand what it means by patience. Yeah, so I'm going to make say 5 more rows and then get back to you. So 5 plus 3, so this is the fourth row. So say 4 more rows, or say 5 more rows plus 4. Okay, I'm not done with this yet, but I'm going to make this very row offline. So 5 plus 4 is going to be 9. So when I get back, I'll get back to you on the 9th row. All right, that is minus the base. Okay, so the base is 15 rows, and if I have to add 15 plus the 9, it's going to be 24. Let me see, my mathematics is right. Yes, it's going to be 54. Sorry, what am I saying? It's going to be 24. Yeah, but minus the base, I'll return back to you on the 9th row. Okay, so I'm almost done. This is the 9th row. Let me close and then start with the 10th row. So like I said, this is a double crochet stitch, and I'm using double crochet throughout. Okay, so I'll close from here like that and make 2 chains up. Then I make another double crochet right from the same chain, and then we continue from the 10th row. So it's really simple. This is a very simple crochet bag, and it's going to be all white. Sorry guys, it's going to be all white. Remember, don't change the pin. So right from the onset, I started with 1.90 and I'm going to finish with 1.90. Okay. So still on the 10th row, the yarn might look somehow thinner, but believe you me, it works really fast when you are faster with it with this project, because you don't need any other stitch rather than the double crochet. You are good to go. I'm not very fast on my projects, but I could tell that this is getting really faster, so you can give it a try. So the 10th row is done, and I would have to continue from here until I get to whichever length I want to reach. Now this style can be made into a basket. It can be made into so many things, like even a small how would I call this, a small basket or a small cup or something that you can even put your pins or hooks or pencils. You can even use them in the office. So it's very important that you should know how the double crochet is done. I would add a double crochet tutorial to the link as well, so that you get to understand if you're a beginner. So I'll continue, and then we'll get back to you when I have to, when it's okay for me to get back to. I don't know which length I'll be getting to, and this is a new tutorial, and it's not planned, so see you. So this is how far I have come with the bag. I have built about 21 rows without or minus the base. Yeah, so I want to still build more rows to have it maybe around this length, and then add the finally add the handles to it. Yeah, so it's still with double crochet or the double stitch. I'm not changing anything. I'm still using the same 1.90 millimeter hook. Oh, why is this happening? Wow. Guys, what is happening? I don't know. Sorry for the sounds. I live very close to the road, so yeah, you could hear the sounds of the vehicle, the moving vehicles. Yeah, it happens. Okay, so handiwork is not an easy thing to do, but that is why you need to find your purpose. Like you should love what you do, so that is going to keep you, even if you want to sell and nobody is buying, or it doesn't move on that swiftly. Provided you love it, or so far as you love it, you love what you do, you are still intact. Yeah, so it's really necessary to be passionate about your hobbies. Yeah, so I'll still continue, and then I think the last time I come online will be the last time I would continue with the rows. Yeah, so see you. Back. So at this point I decided to end on 28th rows, or on the 28th row. And so that is without the base. Okay, yeah, so from here you could see I have put markers on both sides, and what I did was I counted 25 chains from where I finished off until this part, because this is the length I want, and then 25 from the other side, then 25 from here and there. I didn't want, I just had to hold it like this. Okay, it wasn't any you know, it wasn't a good measurement though, but I could tell it's a good one. And you don't have to follow what I'm doing, because this is a really lazy measurement I did. So I just had to hold it like this from both sides, and I counted 25 from here, then 25 from the other side, and then the same thing applies to the other end. All right, so I'll go ahead and then continue to crochet. So from here I would make a chain of, say, about 70, and then from that side, and then, you know, I'll make the hands. It's really simple, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah, so I'll go ahead. I'm still using a double crochet. Okay, so if you've just joined this channel, please, I'm making a simple crochet bag, and I'm using a double crochet, or the American term is a double crochet. Yeah, so this is what we are doing at the moment, and I'm going to join the hands. That's why you see the markers. Yeah, so here I'll have to remove this black marker, and then I'll start the chain from the next. So this is a simple handy that everybody can learn. It's very easy and simple to learn. Usually I like to make my hands like this. I don't want to separate my hands from you know, from my back. So 1, 2, 3, I'm making 70 chains. This is the third one. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I have 70 chains, but it's not really the way it's too short, so maybe I'm going to add 30 more chains. So 71, 72, 73. So this is 100, and I still feel it's too short because I want it you know, hang on the shoulder freely. So probably I'm going to add 10 more chains and see what happens. Yeah, so I think it's fine. I'll continue to join the other side. Yeah, so I'll go ahead to join. Probably I shouldn't. It's here. Sometimes I make my hands like this. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but let's continue. And then so you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So this is a simple crochet shoulder bag that you can take you to the beach, or I love to make beach bags a lot, or even the market, you know. So somewhere in the future I'll see if I can maybe add some beads, because that's my main hobby. And we see. Yeah, so kindly continue in case you started from, you started this project with me, you know how I did, or you know how and where I'm going. Just continue and add, 110 chains when you get to your 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 markers. If you don't have a marker, you can use maybe a thread or something, to mark. And then this is according to preference. It's not, there's nothing like measurement or anything. So this is how I want things to be, you know. So you were counting with me when I said it would be 70, and then I added 30, and then later 10. Yes, because this is my final, number. And so let's continue. I'll finish with the rest and then get back to you. Hello guys, so I've been able to finish with both handles, and as you can see, I have already progressed with the first one. Yeah, so stay tuned and let's continue. Yeah, so I've added one more layer of double crochet to the first handle, and so I'll continue with the second one, and I would like to show you how I did it. So you're not going to go from this side. It's not going to be like this, like from the first, they are all chains, yes, but the very first one on the top here, no, not from the side, but rather I'm going to turn it like that. Okay, so you could tell from the side here that it's the same as the other side because of the way I did it. Okay, because I had to crochet from the middle of the chain, so I wanted it this way, and of course I had it the way I wanted. So I would show you how I went about it. Instead of me to go from, or to start from the top here, I will turn the chain and start from the middle. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to begin from here. I want to know if I'm doing the right thing. Because I made it a little tight, so I made it tight for a very good reason, because I don't want it to oblique as well. So the middle starts from here, okay, and then the rest will be like that. Okay, so it's the same double crochet you are going to use. Okay, where's the next middle? The next middle is from here, this side. And then it continues. So this is how I want it, because I want the sides to be the same, like I showed you earlier. If you want, you can also start from the top, it doesn't matter, but this is how I want it. That is why, in case you are following the same pattern well, you can also do the same. So I'm just crocheting from the middle instead of the sides. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue until I get to the end, and I'll get back to you. So in the end, look, it's going to be like, I believe you know what I'm doing, like that. Since I've finished with the first one, let me show you, it's more clearer here. So you see, it's the same as the other side. Yes. So when you should start from the middle, that is how your work is going to look like. The handles are going to be the same, like the sides are going to be the same. Okay, and it's really nice in that way. So see you when I get to the last end here. It's really simple. Okay, I don't need to do it one by one because of time factor. Thank you. See you on the last end. Yeah, So done with the second hand, I've added one more layer of double crochet to it. So I'll continue and end from this side and then add one more row. So it continues. I'm adding, what's happening here is I'm adding one more row of double crochet until the last end here. So this is just the first handle, and the second handle is this. Okay, so I'm going to continue until I end on this row. All right, so I'll see you when I have to end. I think this is not something difficult for me to um, make a tutorial on it. It's something, it's straightforward, and I believe you can do this yourself. Just add one more crochet, one more double crochet in case you are following this pattern. Okay, you can also leave it at this length or this row and you are good to go, but I like to make it more thicker, so I'll see you when I'm almost done. So I'm going to use this big eye needle to help finish off the bag, and then I'll be going through some of the chains to secure the working thread, and then finally I'll leave this inside the lining. Okay, I'll line the bag, or I'll put a lining in it and then sew everything up. That is not going to be a tutorial anyway, so if you are following my shorts, you get to see it. Okay, try to follow my shorts as well, the shorts I put on YouTube. You get to see how I do this. I'm not going to promise when, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, so this is one of my tactics. I don't really cut off the tail of the thread or the working thread. I leave it in a lining. Yeah. Yeah, and so this is the final look. It's a final look, and I mean, it's not the final because I'm trying to, or I'm planning to add a simple beaded pocket to it, so you get to see it. It's not a promise, but I'll try to do something like this. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your time. If you are wondering how to make a simple crochet bag, this is it. I mean, it's a simple double crochet bag, and I'll be doing more similar bags like this. Thank you so much, and see you on my next video. Have a nice time. Bye bye.